I would just like to say, I don't know how people do this. I have no idea. I don't know how they live after this. I'm just flabbergasted at what this takes, because I really just thought being pregnant was being pregnant. Like, nobody warns you about this. I said this in my last video. I swear I said this in my last video. Nobody warns you about everything that you're going to go through. Like, they give you like a smidget. They give you like a smidget of what it's gonna be. Like, you know, you watch a TV show or something, and this girl, she throws up. And then she's like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. That's why I threw up. And then you never see her throw up again. Girl, like, I'm cramping. Nobody told me about the cramps. I'm still cramping. My back is cramping. My back is hurting. Like, things are happening. There's gas. There's gas that's bad. It's really bad. And it hurts. And that, a lot of the time, is what causes my cramping. And then, like, guys, did you know that your uterus is expanding as early as, like, 5 or 6 weeks? It's expanding. It's literally like doing this. Your baby is still tiny. Right now, my baby is the size of a sweetheart candy. Like a sweetheart candy, right? But the uterus is like, and it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. And I can feel it getting bigger. I can feel it. It's like, it is making me crazy. And I thought I had to burp again. And like, the smallest inconveniences. And it's funny because I was like super depressed last year and having a lot of issues, and I've just like finally started recovering and really taking back my life. And I'm pregnant now, and I'm trying to mentally process it, but the hormones are like making me insane. Like, I'm either angry, or I'm sad, or I'm paranoid, or I'm happy for like 10 minutes out of the day, and I'm like bopping around dancing, and then all of a sudden I am so nauseous and dizzy that I feel like I'm going to die. Like, that is what I'm going through every single day. And I feel like it's not done yet. This is not done. It's going to get worse before it gets better. I will keep y'all updated on that. I'm not sure what else is going to happen. I've already had a lot of different things happen, like weird stuff. And I begin like these weird gurgles in my stomach. And I'm like, I know you ain't moving because you barely have any limbs yet. So I don't even know what that is. But that was a lot of words. Now I'm tired. And the food versions are absolutely terrible. Like, I wish there was a way to explain how annoying it actually is to have your stomach grumble at you and be physically hungry, and you don't want anything, and not wanting anything is making you nauseous, but then the smell or thought of anything at the same time is also making you nauseous, and actually having an empty stomach is making you nauseous too. But if you try to eat something, you're just gonna be nauseous because you don't want it. So it's like, guess I'll just wither away. No, but that's why some people end up like going to the hospital in their first trimester for nutrients, because quite literally the nausea can get so bad that people can't hold anything down. So like, I'm definitely being dramatic, but it's definitely not fun at all, and it makes you crazy. And yeah, other than that, the nausea definitely takes over all my other symptoms, but other ones that like I notice when I can notice them are my boobs have definitely like gotten some weight to them now. They're probably like almost a C cup now. They're definitely tender. That sometimes they hurt a little bit. What else? I've got more acne on my face now. I don't know if you can see it. It's actually cleared up just a little bit, but it's still there. It's on my chin and it's on my neck. I get a lot of acne on my chest now, which is how I know it's hormonal acne, because hormonal acne is more so like on your neck and your chest. The gums are not as bad this week, which is a blessing. The hair is still only making it 2 or 3 days before getting severely itchy and dry before I have to wash it again. So that still hasn't changed. Other than those things, I don't want to do like too much of a TMI or any of that. Like, I don't want to like gross people out, but at the same time, like, it's kind of natural. I haven't really noticed that nipple phenomenon that people are talking about with them getting darker, but I'm still pretty early, so I'm not really like, pressed about that. But yeah, anything else? No bump at all. That's probably not going to come in for another like 2 months. Just a lot of bloating. My clothes don't fit comfortably anymore, so I'm usually rocking some sweats or something. Like, even my outfit for the show in Atlanta, like, it was not fitting comfortably. I felt so bloated. I looked bloated. I was like, yo, these people are gonna know I'm fucking pregnant. They're gonna know this shit. They're gonna know something's up. And it made me self-conscious because I was bloated in the front, but I've been nauseous and not feeling good, so there wasn't much party in the back because I've been losing weight. I started at about 130 pounds when I got pregnant, and I am currently around 124. So in about 3 weeks, I've lost 6 pounds, which is actually kind of normal. They say that in the first trimester, a lot of women lose weight because a lot, because it doesn't feel good to eat sometimes, and we struggle to get enough nutrients. So, but I take my prenatal every day. I've got my first appointment on the 20th of January, and today's the 15th. So yeah, that's coming up in 5 days. I'm very excited about it. I pray that everything goes well. I'm excited, but I'm also pretty nervous because hearing the heartbeat is not a sure sign, but it kind of takes a lot of weight off of you, because after you hear the heartbeat, there's less than 10% chance of a miscarriage. If anything happens from now until then, or has already happened, I'll take it in stride, and I'll deal with it accordingly, and I'll still post these videos because people deserve to see somebody being real. I do hope that that's not the case. I do hope that my little baby is sticking and is healthy. Alright, so I'm filming while I'm driving because honestly, I just feel like I'm not gonna do this when I get home. Like, I've had so much going on. It's just I'm getting my entire life together in like weeks. That takes a lot, because some people take their life to get their life together, their whole life. Son, get out of my face. This is not the time for you to be here. Thank you. But anyways, yes. So at this point in time, actually today, officially, I am 9 weeks pregnant, but this particular video will be for weeks 7 to 8. Alright, so now that I got you guys on here and I'm finally officially parked, here is the picture. That is the baby in there. And I actually have what I call the baby's first bad selfie, because I don't even know what this is, but what it looks like to me is it actually looks like the little ghosty ghost from the Pac-Man game is what it looks like to me, because if you turn it upside down it looks weird. But yeah, I like the first one better. So there's the baby, and that was at 8 weeks 1 day. I definitely think that I would consider my reveal to be early, compared to most people. I know that a lot of people wait until the second trimester to tell people that they're pregnant, but honestly, I work with so many different people and I'm always posting online, and you know, I have like a following, and I'd rather just be real and just post it. But it's everybody's personal preference when they post about that, or when they tell family members, or when they do anything that has to do with their own pregnancy. But you know, for me personally, I just had to get it out there because it was kind of eating me alive. And after this, and you know, seeing the heartbeat, it was like 170, so it was like healthy baby. But yeah, after seeing this and seeing the heartbeat, I was like, well, if I'm going to tell people, I might as well tell them now, because I want to be completely honest and raw through this journey. I do know that there are risks that come with this. I do know that there are side effects, there are circumstances, there are things that I'm going to have to do. So I really wanted to document this whole journey for that exact reason. So I don't even know where to start with this. Well, yeah, we just went over all of the doctor stuff, so that was fun. They did blood work. I don't know what's wrong with my body, but I did hear that you bruise more easily during pregnancy. But like, this is one of my first times bruising from getting my blood drawn. I had epilepsy when I was a kid, so I got my blood drawn all the time, like every month, and this ain't never had, and it hurts. So no offense to the phlebotomist or whatever they call that, but she did that wrong, because I've had it done right. But anyways, they did all this blood work. They did urine, they did pap smear swab, all that good stuff. So everything came back normal, except for I believe it's called the RPR, or like RNR. It's one of the two. And basically what this is it's an antibody test to test for syphilis. So this test, it really scared me actually. This test came back positive, and I did some research online, and I realized that a lot of people get false positives. But you know, obviously I took precautions until I heard back from the doctor. You know, there was a lot of stuff going through my mind. Syphilis can harm a growing fetus. It can harm it. So what the hell is my cat doing up there? So I was freaking out, because they told me the test results on a Friday afternoon in my chart, because I'm with Novant. So literally I could do absolutely nothing for 2 days. I was freaking out. Monday they get back to me, they say, look, you don't need to worry about this. It did come back as a positive for syphilis, but then we tested it with a different test, and it came back, it was actually a false positive. So I was like, okay, basically, because the test for antibodies, it will find antibodies from anything that you were ill with for the past like few weeks, or for a few weeks, or maybe like a month or two. So literally, like, I could have had like the flu, I could have had like a common cold, I could have had anything, and it caught that, and it was like, oh, you're positive, you have syphilis. But that was not the case. It was a false positive, which I was really happy about. What wasn't a false positive was my BV my BV culture. So BV is bacterial vaginosis, and when you are pregnant, you are definitely more prone to bacterial vaginosis and UTIs, yeast infections, all of these. And I think my mistake was not waking up to pee in the middle of the night. Like, I've definitely been waking up every night now, not to pee, but just waking up. Like, I just be waking up, and I'm just like, I have the medication right here. I'm gonna start taking that tonight for 7 days, and that's gonna go away. So yeah, according to them, I am a healthy person for the most part. I do, because of the history of epilepsy, they did schedule a appointment with a neurologist. When you have a history of seizures, no matter how far back it is, you do need to be monitored. And the boobs are getting bigger, but it's not to the point of like causing back pain or anything like that. I would say that like they've barely gone up a cup size. It's like, yeah, I don't see it that much, but my boyfriend tells me that they're bigger. I have had the darkening of the areolas by now, so, but not like a whole lot, just a little bit. They are sensitive. Like, sometimes I'll hit my boob, and like it does bring it does bring like a tear to my eye. I hit my boob just now, and so it's just unexpected sometimes, because sometimes they're completely fine, and then sometimes I'm just like it's like little twinges, and I'm just like, what's wrong with you? How are you about to handle a baby if you can't handle a doorknob, you know? But anyways, on to, let's see what was happening week 7, day 4. Nauseous all day, every day. Yes, so you could see in the last video that the nausea was annoying me. It got even worse. I thankfully have not thrown up, and at this point in time it's actually getting slightly better. But in fully through weeks 7 and through week 8, I was extremely nauseous. I'm always burping or hiccuping or farting. I'm very lucky that I haven't been constipated. Every once in a while I'll get a little bit constipated, but it's literally for like less than 2 days. It never goes past 2 days. I poop every day religiously. And that's what I look for, because that's my norm. But I had a friend in high school that only pooped like once a week, and I was like, who taught you that this was normal? Who taught you this? Anyways, so yes, I was nauseous all day. I was tired, sicky, crampy, food aversions, sensitive. Okay, that's a lot going on. And somehow I stayed up until 1 a.m. that the day before. That doesn't happen anymore. The whole staying up till 1 or 2 in the morning, that doesn't happen anymore. I'm lucky if I'm up until 11:30 now, so I've definitely fallen into the routine of get your ass to bed. Yes, the fatigue was pretty significant. I think a lot of it at that point was nausea. Like, it was less about being tired, and it was a lot more about being like just constantly hungry but nauseous, and not being able to satisfy my body because I was so ridiculously nauseous. And the fact that I wasn't throwing up, like there was no it was almost like there was no ending to the nausea, because there was no throwing up. There was no getting physically sick. It was just like, no, you're just going to be nauseous from like 10 in the morning to like 5 or 6 in the afternoon. And you're just going to deal with it. And I was just like, week 7, day 6, it was pretty much the same. Sad, worried, calm, horny. Yeah, let's get to that part. I've been having some weird dreams. Every night. I promise. Every night. Weird dreams. But I've done my research. Very vivid, weird dreams are apparently very normal during pregnancy. It's because of the hormones. Oh, well, in week 7, the baby was like the size of a blueberry. And I think it was also like the size of a sweetheart. So yeah, blueberry or sweetheart. Week 8, the baby was the size of a kidney bean, or you could say a raspberry. Me and my man, we're getting better with the arguments now. They were really bad in the first few weeks. Like weeks 4 to like 7 were really bad. Like there were 1 or 2 times where like I threatened with like the, okay, I lead then, I don't care. Like we were really like, cause guys, you gotta remember, you're not the only one that's going through stuff. We're having the physical bodily symptoms, but our partner is watching our symptoms and feeling their own things as well. And you know, sometimes it's almost like they're not allowed to have feelings right now because we have so many. So you still have to care for your partner at the end of the day. But we have a full-time job going on, so it is a little hard. I've been forgetting things so much. I'll forget choreography as soon as it's taught to me, and I feel so bad. So I really have to go over things over and over again. I've got videos of stuff. It's very helpful. And I'll go into dancing in a second, but I just wanted to say, like, it's okay to feel weird and not like yourself right now. It is okay. We are going through a lot. It is okay, all right? It is okay to not always mesh with everybody around you. Sometimes my mama or my dad walks into the room and I do not want to talk. I just want to, like, ignore and just do my stuff, do my writing or watch TV or whatever I'm doing. I'm just like, because, you know, you're just, it's like constantly being on your period. So you never know what your mood is really gonna be. So into the next part, dancing. Dancing, dancing, dancing. Some days I got it, some days I don't. That's the simple answer to that. Some days I have it, some days I don't. I was able to do my yoga 3 or 4 times a week each week. I think it was maybe 3 times a week when I was feeling really gross, you know. I didn't have a lot of strength in my body. I have lost weight. I'm still about 7 pounds under where I was before I was pregnant, which they say is pretty normal. I don't know if they say 7 pounds in particular is normal, but I have so much gas all the time. So annoying. But yeah, some weight loss can be normal. Other than the yoga, I do have a residency that I'm in right now, a 6-week residency, and our rehearsals are for 3 hours every Friday. So the first rehearsal went good. That was last week. It was very tiring, but each person in the performance has an extra that comes in behind them if they need them. So my extra was able to help me out whenever I needed it, which was only once during the rehearsal, actually, for like a few minutes. In February, at the end of February, I've got auditions to be a choreographer and a dancer for for Carowinds. My brain is going all over the place right now. So yes, that's for Carowinds in like late February, like the 19th and the 20th, I think. Yeah, so I'm excited about that too. So yeah, I do have a lot of dance stuff going on. I do dance just about every day for one thing or another, but I usually don't surpass I usually don't surpass like an hour or two each day, which is my norm. That's definitely my norm. But I'm trying to get onto Steezy's studio to learn, so I'll let y'all know how that goes. Oh, one last thing with the dancing. I'm getting recertified to be a Zumba instructor because I was certified last year, but it runs out every 6 months. So I need to pay for my certification again, and then I will legally be allowed to teach Zumba again, and I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited. I want to teach it at one of these studios that's going to have me teach their adult classes. I really enjoy Zumba. I really do. Sleeping has been an absolute bitch. You know what? I think I did go over this earlier, but it's really weird. Like, it's really weird. I wake up anywhere from 8 to 10 times a night, and that's a minimum. That's a minimum. I have not slept all the way through the night in about 4 nights. It's getting to me. Other than that, I do have acne. That it's not bad, but a lot of it's on my neck, and most people know that hormonal acne will be on your neck and on your chest and on your shoulders, and I have it in all 3 places, and I do get some acne on my face. Yeah, I'm just in my I've definitely had more dandruff in my hair. I don't know if y'all can tell from what my hair looks like, but definitely got more dandruff. And I picked a fabulous time to start dreads. So there's that. But actually, no, it is a really good time to start them, because the exact reason I wanted to have dreads was the upkeep of my hair being a new mom. So it was actually a pretty smart idea, to be completely honest. Alright, that's pretty much everything that's going on. I'm gonna go inside and have some sherbet ice cream because that's kind of what I'm fiending for. Yeah, ask me any questions in the comments. I don't have a bump yet, so I don't think there's any point in showing a picture. I have no bump. I am small, but, you know, have fun with that. Okay, alright, that's it. I'll talk to y'all again next week. Bye!